In this video, we're gonna talk about 10 best places to visit in Scotland. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Scotland should be high on your list of the destinations to visit in the UK if you want a wonderful trip, full of historical attractions, amazing cultural experiences, and other exciting things to do. As a relatively tiny country, population little over 5 million, Scotland's attractions are never far away. Edinburgh has world-class cultural events. Edinburgh Fringe is one of the world's top art festivals. Most of the entertainment centers around the Edinburgh Castle. Glasgow has some of the country's best museums and art galleries. Aberdeen and Inverness in the north are wonderful places for exploring the Scottish Highlands, including Loch Ness and Loch Lomond. Here are the 10 best places to visit in Scotland. So let's start. Number 10. Edinburgh. Edinburgh is Scotland's must-see city. Edinburgh has well-preserved architecture from medieval times. Edinburgh Castle and Royal Mile to the 18th century New Town. The Grass Market is a highland of this younger area of the ancient city. This pedestrian-friendly area has stores, galleries, and cafes. Number 9. Glasgow. Glasgow, on Scotland's west coast, has become a major cultural hub in the recent decade. Year-round tourists visit its museums, art galleries, and festivals. Glasgow's many parks and pedestrian-friendly streets make it a terrific city to explore on foot, especially if you visit Glasgow Cathedral and the Glasgow School of Art. Visit the Riverfront and Riverside Museum after touring the city centre. This superb modern facility features vintage steam engines, trams, buses, carriages, cars, and seafaring vessels. It's one of the top 3 things to do in Glasgow. There are 1930 shops and dwellings. Number 8. Scottish Highlands. Few tourism places have captivated the public's imagination as much as Scotland's stunning Highlands. This area of outstanding natural beauty, which stretches from the attractive garden city of Inverness on the country's rugged east coast all the way to John O'Groats in the north, is where you will find some of the most romantic scenery anywhere. It's been the setting for hit movies and TV shows, including the hugely popular Outlander series. Begin your journey across the Scottish Highlands at Inverness, then on to Loch Ness. Scotland's most famous lake, known for its monster in the stunning remnants of Urquhart Castle, is part of Glenmore, a geological fault line delineated by the Caledonian Canal. You can easily spend a few hours or days sightseeing by boat along the canal, which is one of the country's most magnificent achievements of the engineering. Number 7. St Andrews. St Andrews is well known as one of the best golf destinations in the world. Golfers from all over the world travel to St Andrews to play the 7 classic links courses, attracted by the grandeur of playing the world's oldest golf courses, the par 72 Old Course, and the opportunity to play where so many golf legends have teed off before them. It's also one of the most dramatic courses, with beautiful scenery that includes a stretch of rough coastline and Royal and Ancient Golf Club's attractive old clubhouse. It's the world's oldest golf club, founded in 1754, and due to its renown as a golf paradise, you should book your tee time at least 6 months in advance to prevent disappointments. Number 6. Loch Ness. Scotland's picturesque Loch Ness, shrouded in myth and tradition, is one of the country's top tourist destinations. Even though there is no proof that Nessie, the world's most famous sea monster, exists, that first glimpse of the water doesn't deter eager tourists from scanning the horizon just in case. You won't be disappointed even if you don't see a monster. Places like Urquhart Castle are enough to make the trip to this highland site worthwhile, thanks to its starring role in movies and on television, most notably in the hit series Outlander. Built in the 1100s, the castle is now in ruins after being destroyed by the fire 500 years ago, but not before it played a key role in some of the Scotland's most significant historical events. Spend at least a day seeing the historic castle and other Loch Ness sites, a boat tour along the loch, and, if time allows, the Caledonian Canal, which connects Scotland's east and west shores, are both enjoyable activities. The Loch Ness Center and Exhibition and Dram Nadrochit with its displays relating to the Loch's history, and of course its monster and Fort Augustus with its old fortifications and Benedictine Abbey, as well as its waving spots over the Caledonian Canal, where it joins the Loch south end, are both worth visiting. Number 5. Inverness. It's nearly impossible to visit Loch Ness without passing through Inverness. This wonderfully picturesque city in the Scotland's Highlands, situated at the east end of the country's most famous lake, is a favorite jumping-off location for tours and solo travelers alike, whether heading from Glasgow to Loch Ness or from Edinburgh to Loch Ness. Those who are in the know that they should spend at least some time in Inverness. If you do decide to visit Inverness, whether for a few hours or a few days, it's the ideal base for exploring lovely Scottish Highlands. You will find much to do. First and foremost, this fairy-sized city is relatively walkable. Begin your journey at the grounds of Inverness Castle, where you can take in breathtaking views of the River Ness. The river can then be followed south to the beautiful Ness Islands. This lovely park area, which is connected to the sea via footbridges, is a great place to unwind. Number 4. Aberdeen. Aberdeen, a charming North Sea port city, is definitely worth a visit if you are planning a trip to Scotland. Aberdeen, like many of the country's best city locations, is a wonderful spot to walk around and explore. If you put on your walking shoes, you'll be able to see the city's many outstanding examples of old, well-preserved architecture, as well as spend some time in its many peaceful parks and gardens. St. Michar's Cathedral is a highlight of a self-guided walking tour. It was built in the 1300s and is one of Scotland's best preserved examples of the medieval architecture. There are also numerous magnificent examples of historic residences and merchant buildings fashioned of the peculiar native granite that gleams in the sunlight, earning the town endearing nickname Silver City. Number 3. Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond is a convenient place to visit in Scotland for those seeking a glimpse of some of the country's most iconic and romantic scenery. It's an easy drive from Glasgow, and it's also easy to get from Edinburgh. It's the UK's largest body of fresh water. It's so beautiful that one of the country's most famous writers, Walter Scott, memorably dubbed it the Queen of Scottish Lakes. Boat tours and cruises, as well as visits to sites like the Loch Lomond Bird of Prey Centre, are all relaxing pastimes. The new Loch Lomond Shores Entertainment Complex, which includes the family-friendly Sea Life Aquarium, is also a good place to go shopping. Number 2. Stirling. Stirling, Scotland's medieval town, is one of the best destinations to visit as a base for exploring the country. It's a great day trip from Glasgow or Edinburgh. As it's almost halfway between the two cities, there's plenty to see and do. The majestic Stirling Castle is at the top of the list, known for its involvement in the centuries-long conflict between Scotland and England, as well as its past as a royal castle. Mary, Queen of Scots, spent her youth here. A visit to this miniature Edinburgh castle provides the opportunity to explore the vast halls and rooms of the well-preserved medieval castle on your own as a part of a guided tour. The Bannockburn Heritage Centre, on the outskirts of Glasgow, tells the story of the Battle of Bannockburn in a fascinating way. The park recalls the historic triumph of the Scottish monarch Robert the Bruce, who drove the English army out of Scotland, with magnificent displays and interactive exhibits. Number 1. Isle of Arran. The lovely Isle of Arran has established itself as one of the best destinations to visit in Scotland. Since it encapsulates all this excellent about the country, this 429 square kilometer island is ideal for a day trip from Glasgow, a weekend break, or an extended holiday because it's located just off the mainland from Glasgow and can be reached through a gorgeous 1-hour ferry ride. You will find picturesque spots that reflect some of the Scotland's most stunning elements when you travel the island by bike, car, or the frequent bus service that encircle the island. In reality, you will come across everything from moors to steep mountains, extensive lengths of sandy coastline, tiny fishing villages, fantastic little golf courses, and old castles. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.